But welcome everyone. Today, Constanza and I, along with Maya, are going to give you some updates on communications, and we'll also end with a little bit of an interactive brainstorming. Most likely, we won't need all of the time allocated, so we may start earlier with the documentation, but I think that Uwe, you are already pre-warned about that. So first we want to give an overview of our communication channels and the current status of things. Then we'll go over some recent updates on the website and also what's upcoming to give you a preview of what to expect. And then Maya is going to do a little bit of preview on a video series idea that we have. And then we'll talk a little bit about our upcoming work. In terms of articles and what we plan for articles and social media, and then we'll do an interactive brainstorming at the end. So just a quick overview, our current communication channels are YouTube, LinkedIn, the wiki, the website, and the newsletter/mailing list. Recently, we've been focusing a lot on LinkedIn and growing LinkedIn, so we've seen a lot of growth and engagement there. We actually have, since October, so a little over 6 months, we've gained 680 followers. We've had 42,700 post impressions. Impressions represent how many people have seen the posts. So it's in their news feed and their algorithm because someone reposted it, or they're interested in the hashtags or the topics. There's been 1,150 reactions, 44 comments, and 29 reposts. So you can actually see here the impact of engagement. So if you commented or if you reposted something, you actually contributed to the post impressions. So perhaps 44 comments and 29 reposts don't seem like so much, but this helps with the algorithm and with the posts showing up on people's news feeds. So we actually get a lot of visibility beyond what you actually see in the comments or followers. So this really emphasizes the role everyone in the community can have when engaging or sharing on LinkedIn, because you never know how that moves the algorithm to who else it's going to show it to and so on. So we're really happy with this growth so far in just a little bit over 6 months, and we really encourage everyone to follow us, to share, to add comments, because it all really helps. Additionally, we just launched the most recent newsletter as a LinkedIn newsletter as well. So LinkedIn has this built-in newsletter feature, which people can also subscribe to, which is separate from following our LinkedIn page. So in just 2 weeks, we already have 250 subscribers to the LinkedIn newsletter, which actually matches what we have on our mailing list, which has existed for much longer. So I think you can really see that LinkedIn is a really good platform to reach people at. So now we're doing the newsletter on 3 different channels: on the website, through the mailing list, and through LinkedIn. Additionally, we have some new communication materials available. If anyone hasn't seen them yet, you can access the digital flyer on the OpenEMS main website, because this is the one intended for more public distribution. If you go to About What is OpenEMS, you can download the digital flyer, as well as all versions of the print and digital flyer, roll-ups, posters, business cards are available in the wiki under corporate identity products. So anyone who wants to print a poster or a roll-up can just download it from here and print it locally. Everything available, public and open source. Of course, you can contact us if you have any questions on these materials. And the links are here in the slide, so if you access the slide later, you can follow them or just search for this keyword on the wiki. Recently, we've done some updates to the website, especially to improve the homepage. So we now keep the beneficiary numbers updated on the homepage so everyone can see at a first glance how many people and countries we're reaching. And we have a news slider so that people can scroll through the recent news. So we're happy now with these homepage updates. I think it makes the website look more modern and dynamic and updated, and we still have some more updates coming soon. For example, the implementations map. This is in the final stages of development. It will be an interactive map where you can use the map to find countries, implementations, see data on beneficiaries, see the partners, implementing partners, funders, and maybe even some photos. I see there's a question in the chat. Yeah, we can definitely share the links. I can just go ahead and share now. So the wiki page where everything is available for download, and the link to our public site with the digital flyer, which is the best option for sharing things more publicly. Excuse me. So we're very excited about this implementation map coming soon. We also have a testimonial slider in the final stages of implementation where we're collecting quotes from our partners. If you would like to contribute any quote, just get in touch with us. You can always email us individually or contact@openems.org. And I think again, this map and this testimonial slider, this really emphasizes the importance of the community and the wiki. So when the community keeps the wiki updated, then we know that we have the latest numbers for beneficiaries, implementations, and impact. So we really rely on the community to feed us information, to keep us updated. And this is really key for us in storytelling and communications, because without the community, yeah, we're nothing. Next, Maya is going to talk about a video series that we're planning. So I'll hand over briefly to Maya to tell you a little bit more about it.
Yes, thank you, Rochelle. Hello, everybody. I'm Maya. I'm doing currently an internship in the communications team in the OpenMS project. And we are currently working on a video series, as Rochelle said, that highlights the implementations and shows the developments and progress made there. And we want to show them differently than on the website is already done in article form. We want to use a different format that is, for example, more used in social media, which is in video format. Rochelle, could you please continue to the next slide?
OpenIMIS is a digital public good and open source digital solution for social protection and health insurance. As a flexible and adaptable software, supported by a global community of developers and implementers, OpenIMIS is used by governments in a range of contexts, including social cash transfers, employment injury insurance, and health insurance. It has been implemented in over 14 countries across the globe. Each implementation is individual, with a different focus, different social protection schemes, and different adaptations of the OpenIMIS platform. In this series, we will introduce various implementations, their challenges, and how we have overcome them together. IMIS was first developed in Tanzania in 2012 as part of the Health Promotion and System Strengthening Project, funded by the Swiss Agency for Development and Cooperation and implemented by the Swiss Tropical and Public Health Institute. Development of the system in Tanzania has been ongoing ever since. Initially piloted in just one region, IMIS gradually expanded and is now in use across all 26 regions of mainland Tanzania. All regions have been instructed to adopt the new improved Community Health Funds (ICHF) model, with CHF IMIS serving as the digital backbone for managing community health insurance operations. The system uses all components of Open IMIS, online, offline, and Android applications, to support implementation and continues to evolve in response to stakeholder needs. As of 2021, 4,560,657 beneficiaries are registered in Tanzanian mainland. If you want to know more about the Open IMIS solution for social protection and health insurance, visit our website or our wiki page for more information. To stay updated on developments in the software and the community, follow us on LinkedIn or subscribe to our newsletter. Follow our YouTube channel to explore all Open IMIS implementations across the world.
Yes, so this is the first draft for the video series that we're working on right now. And as you can see, we found a lot of information on the Tanzanian case, and all of this information that is implemented in this video we found on the wiki page. So in order to make this video series happen and to highlight the implementations and all the different cases properly and appropriately, we really do depend on you to keep the wiki pages updated so we can produce new communications material. And you're also very welcome to share a video or image material so that we can also make it aesthetically pleasing, as in this case we had a lot of pictures already. And yes, we're very excited to present this to you and maybe go on with other video series if this catches on. Thank you. And with this, I'm handing it over back to you, Rachel.
Thank you, Maya. This is, I think, a really good start to the series, because there's really so much we can draw upon from the existing community and implementation. So really excited to see this series move forward. Next, I just wanted to mention quickly the overview of articles we have had on our website published in the last 6 months. We had several more entries from the Women in Tech series. We had 2 articles on the Nepal study tour. We had an article on OpenEMS and private software developers, on the Learning Exchange with Amrev on AI and health insurance. So if you haven't read any of these yet, I encourage you to visit our website and also share any insights with your networks. Next, I will hand it over to Constanze to give you a preview about some of the upcoming topics you can expect in the next months.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, maybe you're also aware with a lot of these topics, and what we had shared as news. I mean, most things need some preparation time, right? So as Rachel already emphasized, and then also Maya, we really depend on material, and there might be some things like testimonials that are quick and easy to share, but for, let's say, some of the stories that we really have in the articles that need some longer preparation. And therefore, whenever you have topics that you see might be relevant, even, you don't think it's the full story yet, but if you share information early on, and that can often happen during our implementers call or developer calls, if you don't join those really regularly through maybe other calls on a monthly basis or email, just let us know. And yeah, for you to see what is basically continued in terms of communication work, the Women in Tech series you might be aware of, and that's really something we started from discussing basically more than 1 year ago, and then it's a planning out of who we take in, what stories, and how that's going to further develop. And here we will go beyond the portraits you see right now. There's some more to follow, and then we will also have a Vela discussion where Corinne from Info-Age will support us, who is also the one really writing these portraits, having the interviews. And then we would all pour this into one bigger article where we really also reflect on, you know, beyond this visibility measures, what can we actually do? Then AI in health insurance learning exchange you've heard about, and we had initial article on that just to kind of make people understand what it is about. As the first cohort had happened already or was conducted already, and the second one is in preparation. We will also here prepare a bit longer article, so to really allow everyone insight into, you know, who's part of that, what are their learnings really, and how maybe is there also an exchange in between the two groups who participated directly in the exchange. We try to moderate between them also through a LinkedIn group. And then how's this e-learning course taken up, which is planned to be launched in June. Then cooperation with academia, you were witnessing a discussion on that also yesterday, with the input from IHIN and their country hubs. And there are a lot of other dimensions to it. I think Uwe came in, Dragos, they also gave some other examples. So again, we want to kind of make these bits and pieces visible to a wider audience. So we collect them, we can think about social media campaign, but we're also going to prepare bigger article to kind of really show the full spectrum. And of course, this is with the intention to invite more of this cooperation, right? To encourage you as part of the community, but maybe also other actors from outside the inner circle to take that up and then see whether that works with them. Country implementation updates, I mean, we always try to get them out and beyond also what we saw indicated with the map that Rachel showed. I mean, yesterday was a perfect example. We had this nice presentation by Anthony on Burundi. Also, Dragos was preparing a bit more in detail on Comoros. So that gives us a good basis actually to prepare such maybe shorter articles, because, you know, having a short read on it might be the most comprehensive way to learn more about it, and again, give other people an idea of how you can work with OpenIMIS, but also who are really our partners behind, because it's really, as Rochelle emphasized, it's a community and the contributions from all of you that we want to share. Then some other thing, I wouldn't go too much into detail. We thought about how to make as we receive some or see some questions sometimes coming up around the open source license with OpenIMIS, we thought about how can we make that more digestible, and especially as there are questions on this business opportunities with that license. Yeah, is it what freedom does it give to you, or where might there be boundaries? So we want to take that up also as on the communication level beyond maybe what is shared in the developer calls. Other topics which we package is like there are a lot of things going on the developer side also in terms of quality assurance, accessibility, data security. That's definitely something relevant to anyone who looks into tool options, right? So we thought, there might have been information or is extensive information in the wiki, to also share an update on that in a communication article format. Covering events, I mean, like Community Connect, we will share a short summary. Stakeholder committee meeting took place last week, which is more like a really a meeting of this committee on a working level, so it wasn't public, but we can give also a short overview on what topics had been discussed. Stakeholder conference, which is more the public facing meeting of our main stakeholders in September this year. And any contributions to external events. So Helena conference, DHIS2 annual meeting. So wherever you might also be part of an event and talking about OpenEMIS or talking about specifically the solution that you're supporting, please inform us. That's always a good opportunity, as you know, for communication. Yeah, and generally thematic discussions. I mean, sometimes we have basically just the documentation in the wiki on Villa calls, or I think Uwe also tries to cover also the developer calls with notes. But yeah, if there are specific deep dives, then of course we try to make sure that if ideally we have a recording of the presentations, we can then add a little bit onto it with some documentation. Okay, so this, I think, just as an outlook, but again, that list is actually made by you. I mean, these are things that we come up through our regular calls in the community, and we're always happy if you, point us at anything that you're planning. Back to Rochelle.
Thanks a lot, Constance. Yeah, we have quite a lot upcoming, so it's really exciting. As always, you can get in contact with us. I think most of you know our email, but I'll just put it again, either contact@openems.org or my email if you need anything at any time. Next, we want to do a little bit of an interactive brainstorming session. So we wanted to collect topics and ideas from everyone here. Since your input is really valuable, it can help us contribute to our communications efforts. So we'd love to hear ideas from you about certain topics that we could feature, examples. And from this brainstorming, this can help us plan for anything from a short LinkedIn post to a larger campaign or a series of LinkedIn posts, something to feature in our newsletter, something to feature in an article, a video, or any other kind of product. So I'm going to share a link, and here you can type in words or phrases for the brainstorming, and then I'm going to share the screen so that we can see what's coming in. So I'll give everyone a few minutes to get started and add some ideas to our topic collection. Karen, do you have a question? Okay, I think there's no question. So either you can use the QR code and open this on your phone, or you can follow the link that I've put in the chat. And we'd love to hear ideas from everyone on what topics you could see featured on our any of our communication channels. Just brainstorming would be great. I'll give everyone a few minutes to work on this. Okay, I think there might be a few people still typing, but maybe we can actually elaborate on a few of these ideas.